All right, well, today is April the 4th, 2018, and right now at 10:30 p.m., we have a temperature of 55 degrees in the foothills of Los Angeles. The relative humidity is 83%, the dew point is 50 degrees, and the barometer is pumped up to 30.05 inches. The last 2.5 days, we've been seeing that barometer up much higher. Um, Now we're looking at the western U.S. water vapor loop right now, and we see this is a gale force weather system right here. This is a 980 millibar gigantic system, which is moving to the north east, and we can see a frontal system here. There's actually a separate weather system listed right here, a gale force, a developing gale, and we can see a transmitter right in that area trying to break that counterclockwise rotation down as this moves into California. Now, based on what we're seeing here in the IR and the water vapor maps, we would expect to see a lot of rain in central and northern California, as well as Nevada and Oregon. But if we look at the Doppler radar map right here, we can see that that isn't the case. So we have a lot of chemtrail spraying, and we also have a lot of transmitter manipulation at the ground level. Let's look at that IR map once again right here, and we can see what's going on over Nevada. And notice as this frontal system moves in, what's happening just right in front of it. We have high pressure being installed in this area, and we can see all this residual moisture in this area just dissipating. Go back to the IR, or rather the water vapor map, we can see that area of high pressure, this dark area right there, filling out, and that is we'll have to see what happens, but it looks like this area of high pressure will re-steer some of this weather. We'll have to see if this stays in this area or what happens. We'll have to just keep an eye on that, but we can clearly see what happens as this high sets in between this area of moisture and this area right here. We have this gigantic gale force system, which is moving to the northeast. We have the frontal system from that system, and we also have a separate moisture system right there moving in. And we're expecting, we were told that by the, the weather on TV, the TV weather people, that to expect between 1/10 of an inch and maybe 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch of rain from this gigantic system offshore. So that's really hard to believe when you're looking at this and hearing maybe 1/4 inch for Southern California, and maybe in the foothills. But we have no rain in the forecast for tomorrow. So that means that we're going to have some very, very heavy chemtrail spraying tomorrow based on this flow pattern. We've got no rain in the forecast for LA right here, despite all this moisture moving in. So that means that we're going to have a lot of chemtrails from those specially equipped jets, which spray the chemical desiccants high into the atmosphere, and that will cap the atmosphere and prevent the lift as this moisture moves in. So that will prevent the lift, which the precipitation process needs to generate rain. So between the transmitter manipulation we're seeing right here, once again, this entire area of moisture just evaporates in the 7.5 hour loop. As this just moves along, we can see the transmitter manipulation. The people controlling this whole operation are separating each weather system. We can see that here in the big map as well. We see some angles and some straight edges in this weather system right here. And we have something right behind it moving down. If we take a look here at the surface analysis map, we can see the right here we have a 980 millibar gale force system. This is moving basically in a north-northeast direction. We've got a cold front and a developing gale right behind it, right at the 30-degree latitude right here. And out here we have a couple of lows, one of which is pointed right towards the west coast. Here's Hawaii right down here. So this is far out into the central Pacific. Let's take a look at this again. We have that low right there. We have this jet stream flow. Let's take a look at that jet stream map right now. We can see we have jet stream flow, high speed right here. This is all moving right towards California. And we're only expecting about between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch of rain. That's what we're told on TV. So those people periodically get correct information. The weather apps are changing every 8 to 10 to 12 hours. There was a Friday, Saturday rain forecast. Currently, like I said, we have 83% relative humidity right now. That's up pretty high. We should be having rain, except for the fact that we've got high pressure, 30.05 on that barometer. Now, about 2 days ago, the pressure had dropped to 29.95. And we had nice cool temperatures then. We have very damp weather right now, and this all should be delivering a lot of rain. And the weather people, these stooges that are reporting the weather, don't show us these maps, so the public can't see what's going on. We have cartoon weather that substitutes for the actual satellite maps. This is the NOAA GOES West water vapor map. And the people on TV don't show these maps. All right, so we see another area of high pressure right down here, this oblong high pressure that may steer a lot of this frontal system further north, and that is a problem. That's what we're worried about, is that if this area of high pressure continues to intensify, then that will steer a lot of this frontal system, all this moisture, just a bit further north than Southern California and the San Diego and LA area. We'll keep an eye on that. We can see that better right here, this area of high pressure. And if we look again at the map, this is a different surface analysis map that I'm used to looking at, but this is basically the same thing. It just doesn't show the west coast as well as the other one, but the other one was out of service, so we're using this map. And once again, here's this Doppler. We can see that very little rain falling in the central, really nothing in the central California area, despite all this moisture moving through right now. So the people up there, and by tomorrow, us down here, San Diego and LA, we're going to see a lot of chemtrail spraying to stop this moisture field. We have a huge area of moisture. This is the jet stream flowing right towards California. Once again, we should be having inches of rain from this. Spring rains and all that. Looks like we're going to get robbed again. We'll have to see what these people deal us. That is truly a gigantic weather system, 990 millibar, or pardon me, 980 millibar. Let's go back again. 980 millibar Gale right here. And that looks pretty powerful. These isobars are fairly tight together. So we'll keep an eye on all this and try to get another update tomorrow. Okay, we'll just leave it right here. That's it.